Is this thing on? Welcome back to Big Mouth and fancy seeing you here in June. A very welcome, my friends, and especially my enemies. Come in, sit down, no touching. I don't do the touching. And welcome to my Norwich versus Manchester United match reaction. Norwich 1, Manchester United 3. And what a difference having pace and penetration up front makes. Having Martial back is absolutely pivotal and so important. And him and Dan James, who hasn't put a foot wrong in a Manchester United jersey, and Marcus Rashford up front, full of pace, power, direct, absolutely fantastic. The first half, we were really, really good. We were more defensive in the second half. Nothing wrong with that. We got the third goal. On the penalty misses, I think that the goalkeeper made 2 solid good saves, but we don't really have that Cantona taking penalties, that Ruud van Nistelrooy, that Zlatan. We do really need a 60, 70 million pound striker who's tall, who's strong, who's arrogant, who's confident. We need that. I like Martial. I like Rashford. I love Daniel James. But I just think we need a domineering forward up front. But I think they did really, really, really well today. In a way, it was, I'm not going to say it's good. In a way, it was a relief Martial missed a penalty as well, because there's so many Rashford haters out there. And I feel for the lad. He scored 2 goals in 2 Premier League games now, and I'm really, really happy for him. He is a goal scorer. He can score goals. I know he missed a penalty, but he did really, really well. And to his haters, I'd just say, give the lad a break. I'm really, really happy. I still have my doubts around Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I'm more, Ollie out than I am Ollie in. One game doesn't change that, of course. But that's the great thing here. Ollie has an opportunity to say to us Ollie outers to prove us wrong. I want Ollie to prove us wrong. He was a fantastic player for us. If he can turn this around, if he can build a world-class team that wins titles and trophies in a few years' time, I will stand up and say, do you know what, Ollie? I'm sorry. I was wrong. I was too reactionary. I will admit that. But right now, Ollie has to prove that to us. But all of a sudden, we're on a bit of an unbeaten record. Did well against Liverpool. Won last week, going away from home in Europe. And we've gone away from home. And we haven't been winning games away from home. It's been a long time since we won a game. So it was amazing. But what I really enjoyed about the game today was it was classic Manchester United counter-attacking. And that made me really, really happy. On the people saying it's only Norwich, yes, it's only Norwich. Norwich are not a very good side, even though they beat City in August. They haven't really done that well since then. But as I say, I'm really, really happy. Solskjaer got it right today. You can only beat what's in front of you, and Man United haven't really been doing that. So all of a sudden, we've got Chelsea midweek in the League Cup. Then we've got Bournemouth, I think. Is it away from home again? So if we were to beat Chelsea, I would really start believing, because Frankie Lampard is really building a force there. So it will be interesting, but Chelsea do lead goals. And with our counter-attacking style, we can really take advantage of that. So I don't think there's no point being negative after that. Even when we lead the goal, I'm on Twitter all the time, @MoviesTVMad, if you want to follow me. And as soon as we lead the goal, all the negativity, as soon as we miss the penalty, we missed 2 penalties. But do you know what? What's great about this? We scored 3 goals from open play, and we could have scored 2 penalties. It could have been 5-1, like Villa did against Norwich. But we didn't. We scored 3 goals. That's good. We had lots of shots. It was much, much better. And all you can ask from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and the team is improvement. And we're seeing improvement. We saw improvement against Liverpool. We're talking about the European champions, best team in Europe, beat Tottenham today. We did really well against them. A draw was a really good result. We could have even beaten them. Today we've gone away from home. For me, it was a banana skin. I was worried we were going to lose. I thought we would lose today, but we didn't. So a really good result. And we went out there with confidence and we won the game. Who's my man of the match? Aaron Wan-Bissaka is a wonderful player. What a rock. What a beast. Great defender and comes forward really well too. for me, Daniel James is just so dangerous. It's amazing, really, to think we spent 15 million on this lad. He's from a lower division club, but he's done so well. I mean, he said that when he signed, I've got to just get in there, do my best and not let the nerves take over me. And let's not forget, this is a young man who recently lost his father. As you know, and if you don't know, it's been 2 weeks since I lost my mother, so I know how terrible that is. And I mean, 2 weeks ago, I was thinking about, wrapping these videos up and everything and not doing them. I thought it might be disrespectful, but, someone said to me, you enjoy doing the channel, carry on doing it. And I appreciated that advice. And so I have got a lot of affinity for Daniel James. He's a great lad. He's, when we talk about the type of players we don't want at the club, Daniel James is exactly what we need. So he's a brilliant young man. He's doing so well, and he opens up his defences with his pace and his power. Rashford, Martial, and James up front, really difficult to defend against, and it's looking a lot better than it did 3 or 4 weeks ago. So personally, I'm happy. I'm not going to be negative. I don't think we're going to win the league. I still think top 4 is at this moment an impossibility. But if we keep on going on this run, if we keep on winning games, if the confidence goes up, if we can buy 1 or 2 players in January, then all of a sudden, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is turning things around. There are a lot of issues with the club. There's lots of uncertainties around Solskjaer. I'm not denying that. But for today, Ole and the players did extremely well. And I'm just really, really proud to be a Man United fan, because all I ask from Man United is to play good attacking football, scare teams, score some goals, and we've done that today, and that's really good. So let's just hope this carries on. I said after the Liverpool game, we played really well against the best team in Europe, but my call to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was to do it again, and we have. We played really well. We battled in midweek away from home, did really, really well. So right now, I'm happy, and I'm looking forward, but also I'm trying to keep my feet on the ground, because after all, it was only Norwich. But as I say, you can only beat what's in front of you. And today we did that so well. But I want to know what you think. And I'm not like the other YouTubers. I actually care what you think. I read your comments, even though I don't react all the time. So tell me, are you happy? Are you Ole in, out, or are you just shaking it all about? I don't know. I still have doubts over Solskjaer, but I'm asking him to prove me wrong. I love the guy. He's a gentleman. And, he's the calmest man in the room. We're all losing our heads, but he's been calm all through this, not attacking the fans, not attacking the players, trying to keep it all positive. So he's doing that. And at this moment in time, I'm happy at least that we did well against Liverpool and we've done really well today. And long may it continue. A big challenge on Wednesday against Chelsea. Fingers crossed.